Hello and welcome to another edition of the JabJab Show. Today it's an update video. I've done one of these for a while. I just keeping myself ticking over with things and so forth. So I thought I'd do an update video. There's quite a lot of things to get through. I've made a list of things, so I'll make sure my memories are still a bit rubbish and that. So I've got to make notes, and I've made notes and what's been happening since the last time I did an update video. Apologies. I wanted to do this earlier in the day. I'll get on to why I wanted, why I'm doing it. This is like Monday night. I wanted to do it earlier, but I'll explain a little, what's been going on, and obviously a lot of things have been happening. So without further ado, let's see. Okay, yeah, so I apologise, I've been busy with research and things like, in terms of, on things, which I'll speak about later. Okay, so this is, basically one down of things, leading up to other things. Anyway, right, so Monday 13th of November, there's a company, organisation called Pure Innovations, which is like a well-being. They're helping people back to work, back to this and that, and so forth. I had an appointment with them. I went through how I'm feeling, what I'm doing, making up my days and so forth, and they give me advice. And what we talked about was mainly like work kind of things, working conditions and what I feel. I've mentioned this with the doctor and so forth, but I thought I might as well get that's a different perspective. The person I spoke to also gave me a couple of links, a few links and web links, and some like things I can go to, that's like semi-regular things, like a self-help, like a kind of walking groups with like-minded people or people in a similar situation as me and so forth. Very helpful and so forth. I have been back in touch with the person I was speaking to at this organisation for another thing connected to why I'm off and so forth. But I went to them on the 13th of Innovations, and I mentioned then one of the questions she asked me was how am I going through the day, what am I doing to fill up the day and so forth, and as I mentioned what I'm doing and what I've been saying on the update videos and so forth, I've been and it got me thinking, I'm off work now, obviously sick and whatever, and my head is still got a little headachy and things. That's still the case. It's clearer now, but what I'm saying is even back then it's still hazy and stuff. So I'm not fit for any. At the time I wasn't fit for any kind of work. I'm still kind of not, because I've got a lot of things to still sort out, I believe. But I thought, well, I'm off. And as I mentioned, it's still the case. I feel better. I feel more at home, alone, kind of thing. More with my own company and so forth. I did mention it in a few videos in the past. But what I'm saying is, I'll have time off work. I've got time I wouldn't ordinarily have. What can I fill my day up? So I was thinking about doing some animation, some photography, things like that. I'm making ideas down, writing them down. I like making lists and things, 'cause I do forget things. This is not just what I'm going through right now. I've done this for years. Just my memory. I have mental blocks sometimes, and I think, oh, there's something I need to do, read, watch, whatever it is, and it's only after the fact usually I'll think, oh, I needed to do that. That's why I write things down. So I was writing things down, what I want to do, a bit more photography, a bit more animation, a bit more of what whatever it was, so I'm more, even though I've got a lot of things to I've a lot of things to do still to get things ironed out in a way. I still need to have kind of fun time, so it's like just going through that kind of thing on the way home and so forth. So yeah, I'll say still headachy, but clarity is coming through. And I mentioned this to her, and the repeat doctor's appointment, which I'll go on to in a little while. As I mentioned in the previous video, I met up with a friend. I've collaborated on various creative endeavours with over the past few years. Check out my filmmaking playlist on my channel. It's got several short films that I worked with him on, and I've done other things as well with him. So I guess I'm out with it. Well, he came out of the house on Friday the 16th, yeah, came around my house, and yeah, he's in a kind of similar position, not exactly, but we're both currently struggling with various things and that. So it's good to chat about stuff and get things off our chest. Even though I do want to seek professional help and so on. But just to speak to someone I've known for years, and catch up a little bit, and what we're all doing, and all the rest of it. So ended up asking what are you doing like creatively and so forth, and if he's got anything he'd like me to work on and things. And he says yeah, I'll dig out some stuff. As and when. So it's good to catch up with with him. To see what we can do in whenever. That'd be pretty cool. Also, this is all this that kind of meeting up and going to these places. I interspersed with course to the National Career Service. I think I mentioned it on the previous video. I'm looking to change up my work life and what I can and can't do and things like that, in terms of work and so forth. So I've been doing a lot of to and fro with them, phoning them up. It's real helpful stuff. Coupled with something that I'll touch on near the end of the video as well. What are my options on setting action plans for myself. Phone calls and so forth, and also the doctor. When I went to the doctors, I might mention it. I don't watch all the videos usually, but I might mention it on the previous video that I went to the doctors, and the last time I went to the doctors, I went through all the things and he gave me some advice, things to look at, and I started an online course, like a well-being course, and I'm kind of halfway through, just about halfway through. So in between all this meeting and all the rest of it, and doing a little bits around the house, DIY here and there, I've been job things, sorting stuff out for that work kind of thing. I've been, doing an online course for wellbeing kind of thing. Just basically kind of as I mentioned in the previous videos, I keep coming back to them, but I have mentioned that rewiring my brain kind of. And this will come further on in this video. Rewiring my brain to think, just that kind of. Even though I don't feel. I still, I don't hate myself and things like that. It's all kind of like making, make yourself sound more positive and feel more positive. Things like that. It's like how to approach situations and how to deal with it. It's all that kind of thing. And I found it really, like one of many things since I've been off, very helpful to me. I can see how a lot of things, kind of what I've been looking at and so forth, kind of like. I can see the patterns of the thought patterns involved and things, so it's all kind of all good stuff. What I'm up to. So on the Friday 23rd of I told the doctor that my head's cleared and how I'm progressing with the online course which I mentioned. And let's have a look. Yeah, so I say on Friday just gone. Yeah, Friday just gone. I went to the doctors. Let's just start as well looking at some online videos as well in terms of self-help, because I'm looking into myself and saying, okay, things have got to change. I don't want to keep on having time off work for various things, and I get anxiety and stress. So you got to think, I got to look into myself, look at myself, what can I do to help myself, kind of thing, because it's all, I'm getting a lot of good information and advice from these things I mentioned, these places, these people, but I can also do my own thing. So off the back of it, I've been looking at some psychiatrists online, behaviouralists, looking at even how to self-confidence videos, and various people, various public figures who are like really good at talking, really good at debates and things, and how their tactics, just things like that to kind of help me along, how to communicate better, how I can communicate myself better with other people in terms of just personal stuff. And so I've been looking at that, and without going into too much detail because it's kind of personal, like and there might be a follow-up video or two about this, but this has been very enlightening, very enlightening. I can, without going into too much detail, so I'm helping myself and just seeing what's happening around me as well in some ways, and how I can deal with that, and it's, you know, it's how I can kind of approach things from a certain different perspective and things like that. It's a bit tricky at the moment, you know, and it's just what this is taught me. I'm still learning and so forth. I like to learn stuff. I've said this on many videos. I want to learn more things, especially about myself. You know, there's things in the past which I've mentioned, again referring back to other videos I've mentioned back in January when I did have mention I did have a breakdown. I did mention you know, things that have happened in the past which you know, I can't do anything about. You know, I made peace with that, but obviously now and again it flares up, and I think that's somehow for whatever reason, some things like that aspect of me have come back and kind of invaded my work side of the part of the brain. Obviously the work itself is an issue which I've mentioned, and there's other things, interpersonal things, and you know, but what I'm saying is, in a roundabout way, I'm kind of waffling, is all the self-help, all the self-confidence, all the other videos, all everything else has given me a lot of inner strength. It's you know, I maybe should have done this a long time ago. I don't know. Never really seen, you know. You know, never really went down this road until now, and now I'm looking into myself and making myself a better person. My self-confidence is getting better. My self-worth, inner strength, as I say, it's all kind of getting better. I feel like I'm exuding a lot more confidence in the way I kind of walk. You know, because of these videos saying, you know, trying, you know, the whole like chin up, chin up, shoulders down, kind of walking, and you know, it's, you get into a pattern of things, and it's difficult to kind of get out of the pattern of how you position yourself, how you posture, your walking, your speech, everything. You know, I've had a lot of years of doing certain things a certain way, like everyone's got their own routines and all that. So you know, it's just, as I say, these videos have really helped me, kind of thing, and I'm just externalizing once again. Even though I feel like, because I'm making more inroads into getting appointments and things, you know. Last time I was just a bit frustrated. Last time, as in like, you know, January, February time, when I made a bunch of videos, they didn't seem to be, for whatever reason, I don't know, like a lot more waiting times and things. I do have a couple more things scheduled for December in terms of wellness meetings, interviews, whatever you want to call them, appointments. And you know, I'll say on the last update video, I did say about psychotherapy course. That is going to be dependent on the interview I have booked. I think it's 4th of December. I'll have to double check, but that will be based on what I say on that one. But anyway, that's a different thing. So right now, my confidence is growing. I'm learning to approach certain things in a different way. How to tackle certain things. You know, it's a tricky situation at the moment with certain things. But that's how it is, you know. So at the moment, yeah, the things are happening. It's quite an interesting time, you know. I'll put it that way. Blah, 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 blah. So as I say, yeah. So today, this morning, I got some CV advice as well. CV for work. I've got 2 CVs for reasons. I've also got covering letters and so forth. So I went to the job centre today, and I made an appointment last week for Friday, but Friday busy. So this morning, went in. I was there for about 1 hour 40 minutes, just going through stuff, and there's, you know, and there's things that I need to do on top of that. You know, there's like you know, an action plan for that, as well as the National Career Service. There's like action plans of things, you know. Because I want to get better, I want to get better as a person, I want to get better health-wise, mentally, everything, you know, and there's things I do want to do, things I don't want to do, kind of thing. And, you know, as I say, my head's clearing. It's not 100%, because I still got this thing, but what I'm saying is, like, because I had plans to do other things as well after I finished at the job centre for the CV advice. Didn't know how long that would take, took longer than I thought, anyhow. So come on, and I think it's just a matter of information overload. It was good information, but there's a lot to take for me to take in and process and kind of like, you know, percolate in my head kind of thing. And among other things as well, you know, I wanted to come home and, you know, have something to eat and that, you know, sort and kind of like relax a bit and then do this video earlier on. But I just had this buzzing in my ears like I have now, but a lot much more intense. I get that thing now and again, I don't know what it's called, I'll have to look it up when, you know, sometimes I get a little pain in this ear. It's always this ear, I don't know why. You know, and when I get that, it's not necessarily due to I've had a headache already. It's just when I turn my head, I get a sharp pain. And like, if it, you know, after half an hour of like writing the notes I've written, well, 10 minutes, whatever it was, you know, I thought, look, I can't do this. I just like lied down on the bed for 45 minutes. Well, set me alarm because, yeah, I fell asleep. So I wanted to make this earlier on so I can put this out, you know, in terms of uploading and so forth, publishing, all that lot. You know, there's minimal editing with these videos for me. You know, I might just bunk it all on the timeline. Render as one thing, and you know, we'll upload it and so forth. So these kind of videos, it's just like a vlog piece to camera. It doesn't require editing. You know, I could take out the ums and ahs and stuff. I just personally feel, you know, I'm speaking from my heart and all the rest of it. So I don't want to edit because I know I am aware of my stumbly nature and my ums and ahs and e's and, you know, all the hilarious words, you know, noises I make when I'm not thinking of things to say and so forth. But that's all I want to say really. So in terms of films, retro games and so forth, normal service will resume. I dug out a few games I want to look at, and I've not been, I'd say with all my research I've been doing online and obviously going out to appointments and things like that, you know, I've been busy mentally up there. I've been busy, been physically busy, all the rest of it, you know, a lot of things that are kind of in my head, kind of, you know, just it's a transitional period, I can sense it, and also my inner strength is getting to a point where I feel more assertive, I feel more direct, whereas otherwise I probably skirt around things a bit more. I want to be I don't like arrogance, you know, I don't want to become arrogant or anything, you know, I don't like that in people. But I don't know. I mean, arrogance is fine if you're like a sports person or something, and you can back it up. If you're gonna say I'm gonna knock you out, you know, I'm the best and all that, and you actually don't, you know, and you can't follow up that. But I mean, arrogance is in like unearned arrogance, unearned thing. I don't like that in people, and I don't want that in myself. But what I want is myself to be able to be more controlling of my emotions and control things and just keep things my way. I mean, obviously I don't want to be, you know, selfish and things, you know, like only I can talk kind of thing, you know. It's you know, I just want to you know, and all these videos, all this research and things, that's what I want to do ultimately. As I say, just like get you better in my head and everything, and figure out what I want to do, what I can do, you know, things like that, you know. And it's an interesting time. It's a very interesting time for me. And you know, as I say, films, retro games, still obviously love them and so forth. So I need to just process things, and then I'll get back onto what my channel is all about. But maybe it's all about this. I don't know. At the moment, we'll see. At the moment, I'm just interspersing these type of videos with, I don't know, reviews for films on stuff, or video game news or something. I've not, to be honest, I do have to apologise, I've not looked at many things because of other things, because I feel I need to do this now, you know. This for me can't wait. I need to figure out things, well, basically as I'm doing it now. I don't want to be resting and just thinking, because it is a thing, I know. Well, I feel like if I just took this time off to just make more videos about films and retro games, and just wait for my head to clear enough, then go back to work, I'm thinking, well, I've not learned anything about myself over my time off. As I say, going back to the Pure Innovations bit that I was talking about earlier on, and she said, and I was asked her, how are you filling your time up? How are you filling your day up? So I was like, well, I want to make use of it, as in, like, find myself, like, do things I couldn't ordinarily do on my own. I have time now, so, and this is what I've decided to do right now. The whole self-discovery, all that, things I'm on about. So that's basically it. I want to continue doing what I'm doing to a point where I can look at things the way I want to look, and control things a lot more. Not like I didn't feel in control before, in a way, but just to get better, getting the strength and what have you. I'm taking a lot of advice from a lot of people, a lot of different people. Not just like on one particular person. I'm getting different points of view, kind of thing, perspectives, and for all the certain things, I want another perspective on something that I want to get. I'm saying nothing at the moment, but yeah, so it's just that basically. Just want to get this video out there. Again, I don't know how long this video is still recording. I don't know how long it's going to be. I'm just going to bung out all in one. I'm not going to get rid of any things. So that's it in a nutshell. Well, the big nutshell, I guess. But so if you made it this far, however long this video is, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. It's really, it does help me a lot to do these videos as and when I feel. I could have done one last week and said half the advice or something. I do believe there will be more videos along this line, but again, it's whether I feel like saying things on the videos and things. I feel I'm in more control of things now than I was last time, for various reasons. So, but who knows? I'm gonna make a couple more. Well, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Just that, because I've had information overload today, and I've had a kip, and I still head buzzing and stuff. I'm still a little drained, still a little tired. The sleeping pattern is not as great as it should be, but that's just how it is. That's how I roll at the moment. I don't know, as a kiddie wink say. I don't know. So thanks for watching anyway. So I'm waffling on a bit now. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you. Bye now.